I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. That's why I support the Women and Girls Foundation.
I'm a man, so obviously I support the Women and Girls Foundation.
Investing in the potential of women and girls, like a man.
I'm a man, and my daughter isn't. That's why I support the Women and Girls Foundation. Because when I'm in the bleachers screaming my head off at a basketball game, I want to know that her team has received equal funding and support.
I like fixing stuff, breaking stuff, and empowering women and girls through social change.
I could support the Women and Girls Foundation with one hand tied behind my back. I'll do it right now. Someone hold my baby here.
I'm a man, and I support the Women and Girls Foundation because when you empower women and girls, all society benefits. It impacts families, it impacts communities, and I bet that in some small way, it impacts sharks. And I can't think of anything that's more awesome than sharks.
Women's funds without funding are like movies without explosions. They're out there, but I don't have to like it.
I like my cars fast, my steaks rare, and my women's fund funded.
Whenever I'm not changing the transmission in our fire truck or lifting weights, I'm supporting the Women and Girls Foundation.
A lot of people seem to think that only women can support the Women and Girls Foundation, which is silly. That's like saying, do you have to be a man to live in Manhattan?
Be a man. Evan Harris.
I've grown my hair out my whole life, but I'm so committed to advancing the rights of women and girls that I'd like to donate it to the Women and Girls Foundation.
Evan, you can't. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, really? Thank God.
I can hold my breath for 7 minutes straight. Coincidentally, 7 is also the percentage of all philanthropic dollars that go to women's charities. For breath holding, 7 minutes is a lot. To support women, 7% isn't much at all.
I think the manliest thing that you could do is to cause a shift in our antiquated societal policies that keep women at a disadvantage. The second manliest thing you could do, I don't know, cliff diving?
I'm a man, and when a girl passes you a note that says, "Do you support the Women and Girls Foundation's effort to eliminate the gender wage gap?" and there's little boxes that say yes, no, maybe, as a man, you have to know where to put that check mark.
I'm a man, and I support the Women and Girls Foundation because they are democratizing philanthropy. Donors are listed alphabetically, not by how much they've given. And since my last name starts with B, it still puts me near the top. In your face, Van Kirk.
That's one small step for women, one giant leap for womankind.
Supporting the Women and Girls Foundation is the one thing I enjoy in life that doesn't require protective gear.
I'm a man, and today I learned that women make 75% of the buying decisions in American households.
Which explains why only 25% of the stuff in my house is pork rinds and video games.
Incidentally, 75% also represents the average female earnings compared to guys.
That's also not fair. Just think of how many more pork rinds we could buy if our wives earned equal pay for equal work.
There are exactly 3 instances when it's okay for a man to cry. When he takes off a piece of his thumb with a table saw. When he realizes how many women and girls are kept from reaching their full potential. And of course, at the end of Toy Story 3, when the kid gives away all his toys because he's grown up and off to college.
Unfortunately, Pennsylvania is ranked 46th out of the 50 states for women's representation in government. As the father of 6 girls and the leader of our county government, I plan to change that.
My granddaughter doesn't know about gender discrimination, and I want to keep it that way.
I've worked for women all my life, and they make for some really good bosses. In fact, we need more women bosses.
A society without equality for women? It's like food without hot sauce. Way too bland.
Support the Women and Girls Foundation for women and girls.
For your daughter. For your honey.
For your moms.
For your mom and your yaya.
For our region.
For our future.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man. Support the Women and Girls Foundation.